Hello, welcome back to watching me do a bajillion things for book events. I had to sign like 50 some odd books for my upcoming signing in April, and I decided to make a video recording how long that took. It literally took me 20 minutes of doing absolutely nothing but signing and stamping all these books. It was very satisfying, but since I have a lot of stuff going on, I wanted to do like a day in the life review of just being an author and going through all this craziness. So currently I am doing edits for my upcoming murder mystery serial killer book, the trilogy, the What's Left of Me, What's Left of You series. There will be a third. I don't have those books out yet at the time. My stacks got a little messy the longer I did this, but I was having a good time signing, and I did get a lot of time to think about what's happening with Serenity and Vinny down in Florida. And I basically went through and plotted all three books, which I am a pantster, not a plotter, so this was a huge change for me. And I'm hoping that it makes it easier to do a lot of the work that I need to do later on for the next couple months, since I am rapid releasing these. The more notes that I have on the book series, hopefully the easier my life will be and the less stressed I'll be as time goes on. If you're wanting to read something in between while we wait for What's Left of Me, which releases May 2nd, that's my birthday. It's the first time I've ever decided to release a birthday book. I have Slice of Desire. I currently have this little copy that I am annotating and taking notes for to make sure everything is cohesive among the series. And you can read Slice of Desire right into What's Left of Me, or you could read What's Left of Me and then Slice of Desire to tide you over until book 2 comes out. That's basically all I'm doing right now, is chaotically trying to schedule everything so that I make sure I'm not screwing myself. It's not as big of a deal when I go to this signing in April because it's very local to me. It's literally like 5 minutes away from my house, so this is an extremely easy signing for me to get to. But I need to make sure I have a lot of books and a lot of just everything set up so I'm not stressed out, because I doubt I'm going to get any writing done that week. It's going to be a lot of prep, and I'm helping set up the event and helping make sure that things go smoothly for those few days. So I imagine that whole week will be a bust for me getting anything done aside from doing that signing. And with a release every month, I have to be careful with my timelines. So we will be going ahead and pre-planning to just have everything like plotted out, and hopefully I actually follow the plots, because I thought about these for a long time. And because I am obsessive about this, I'm doing hopefully character art book covers for the paperbacks, and then I will be able to use the character art, I'm hoping, inside a special edition omnibus at the end. I don't know when that's coming out, but that is the idea. Currently, I am signing all these books. I have 30 copies alone of Rules of Play. It was actually very satisfying to have this many books in a row stacked on my island. I'll include a picture here. It's just so nice to see all of those. They're all on my bookshelves right now, which my husband was chuckling that I took them out of the boxes because they're going to have to go back in not that long from now, but I'm hoping that'll make me feel better. I'm trying to maintain not just drinking energy drinks, but I am having some coffee, and I'm trying to do a little bit of self-love since we got back from Vegas. Vegas was a lot of fun. I will make separate videos about how Vegas went versus Books and Brew, which I did at the beginning of March, and how all of that went. Honestly, since that event was very, very low in sales for me, I didn't have to order as many books as I thought, which is nice because I still have to order a great many books for the Springs Book Bash. As you can see, there's some black page books at the end there. This is order number 4 that has come in incorrectly of those books. That's Games of Temptation. It's the only time I've ever had this many issues from a printing company, so I'm hoping that this copy will finally be correct. The one I just ordered again to replace the latest misprint. And then once that's ready and I have all those to go out, hopefully I can get rid of all of these misprints because I have so many of them. And as much as I love having books for like Blem copies, it's book 5 and it's going to take me a hot minute to get through all these. So I know Sometimes people ask me what I do with my signature. I think everyone does their own signature, to each their own. Me personally, I have this random stamp that I bought, and it's kind of like big on my branding now. It says from the library of HN DeFore, and I've been putting it in my books that come from my personal stock, the books that I sign and send out. So if you ever see one with a stamp in there, it definitely came from me, and it's my signature, and it just makes me happy to have that. I think it's starting to slowly run out of ink, which I wouldn't be surprised, but I've loved using it. And if I do end up getting another book, that'll just mean, or another stamp, that'll just mean that stamp is even more unique for all of the paperbacks and hardbacks that I've stamped, because I do it on the hardbacks too. I do it on the front white page. And if I suddenly don't have copies that have a space for that, I'll probably put it on like the copyright page or something. But while I was signing all of these, I did have to take some of the books out, and I sent 15 books out to a little indie small business bookstore out in Kentucky, a novel romance. I'm very excited to have stock out there again. I also have some books out at, I think it's Blush and Bashful is the bookstore out in Kentucky that I'm in. I'm going to make a list soon of all the different books and bookstores that you can find my work at if you happen to live somewhere else besides Colorado or aren't going to see me this year, because I love having books in little bookstores. I like getting to go and visit when I'm traveling. It's a lot of fun for me, and it just makes everything feel more personal. After I signed all of these, I carried this massive amount of books upstairs because I signed them all on my island so I could take them up in batches and make sure everything was signed before I carried them up my stairs, because my office is a disaster since coming back from Nevada. So, hoping to clean that up. That's another goal of mine before we do Spring's Book Bash, because that's about a month away, and I should definitely be able to clean. Hopefully I'll be able to get a dresser in there soon. It's getting repaired right now, but if I could get that in and have all the drawers, that would be amazing for the space I have in there. This is the damaged copy, Games of Temptation. Like, they're gorgeous, don't get me wrong. They're just gloss versus matte, and I am so sad that I have so many gloss copies that are incorrect. It was very satisfying to sign all these, and personally, it came in with not pure black pages. They were a little lighter, and the image that's in the front of the book, the character art, looked really, really good in these, so I was super sad that the cover was incorrect, because everything else about it was so stunning and so pretty. And it satisfied me a lot to go through and sign all of these. I'll be ordering some more of the special editions of Sins and Secrets for the Book Bash. I'm running low on especially the prequel and books 1 and 2. The rest I should have a good stock on, and I do have tons and tons of these misprints that I'm going to be tossing online and bringing with me to the Spring's Book Bash, because I just have so many of them. It should be reasonable enough to be able to get through them. But that has been my life the past few days, is signing books, unpacking, and hopefully we get a little more organized soon.